Hello and welcome back to the AndDev channel. Today I'm joined by Harvey again. We're going to look at some of the latest announcements that have come out of OpenAI. Harvey.
Hey, yeah, so there's been some big news over the last few days. We've had some new models being introduced and some new tools. So we've got GPT 4.1, we have O3 in its full version, and O4 Mini, and also a new tool for agentic coding.
Oh wow! So that's quite a few models we've now got. Where do I begin? Which model should I pick? Have some now been retired? Where's it going?
Let's start with what's being retired. So we're still going to keep GPT 4.0. That's our sort of general purpose. What we're going to use are our everyday tasks. Multimodal. So that still always does the image backwards and forwards, and the audio backwards and forwards. And it's more real time. So you obviously got the voice mode with 4.0. So that's more for your everyday general tasks, your web searching. And it's pretty much good for everything. What's being retired is O3 Mini and O1. They're now being superseded with the full fat O3 and O4 Mini. How those have changed is O3 Mini was previously a reasoning model. Now full fat O3 is way more advanced in terms of logical steps, so you can give it a much bigger set of instructions or an analysis, even with an image now, to go through and use tools such as Python and Terminal to actually get to the end result. O4 Mini is like O3 full fat, but a little bit more scaled down and a bit more cost reduced. Good for cost reduced and limited resources environments. Finally, they introduced on the API for now GPT 4.1, which is their large context model with 1 million tokens, similar like Gemini, which will not only provide the bigger context, but it is more geared up for coding, and it also can now follow complex instructions more accurately, whereas before we may have said you must follow this instruction, maybe 6 instructions down. You now don't have to reinforce it so much to remember to do all of the steps. It should pick up on them much more reliably than, say, 4.0.
Yeah, that was one of the big frustrations, wasn't it? Was these smaller context models where you just had to keep on going, oh, and don't forget this or don't forget that. So that's a really useful thing. So I'm assuming as well in the background, OpenAI have done a lot of engineering to reduce the energy consumption, because I seem to remember a couple of weeks ago ChatGPT reduced the number of available tokens for these more advanced models because of just the cost of running them. So, and I think he recently quoted it was the GPUs were burning up. So I'm assuming there's been a power reduction as well there.
4.1 is touted to be a cheaper and obviously better capable model, so we are seeing improvements there. But like as you said, the image uptake, the image creation uptake really caused quite a surge. So they did have to turn down the token limits on that.
So you also mentioned at the beginning of this video that there's a new tool that's come out. Would you like to tell us what that is?
So interestingly, they've brought out this, which is OpenAI's offering into the agentic programming world, or vibe coding if you like. So it's an npm package that you can install. I mean, they're still recommending you put it in some sort of sandboxed environment like Apple Seatbelt or Docker. Currently it only supports Mac OS and Linux, but you can get it working on Windows with WSL. And it is a CLI which enables you to not only scaffold new projects, but also take in the context of your project and perhaps perform some operations to it. So if your existing code base is there, you could say, okay, I want to convert X into React hooks, or how do I run this, or how do I get started with migrations in this project? And it can interrogate what ORM is used and then give you back the commands, or even run commands too. And then obviously there is the other side of it of creating new apps from scratch. So you can send it an image of, say, an app that you like, and say, okay, I'd like this, but I'd like it different. The examples that OpenAI used was Apple's photo booth. You might have seen it on iPad or even Mac OS, and they just took a screenshot of it and said, I'd like to replicate it in a few rules. It was probably about a 3-line prompt. And yeah, it created it very accurately, very well. And this plugs into the new models that are now available too. So you just give it an OpenAI key, select the model you want, and off it goes.
Wow, I had to give that a test myself. That sounds really, really quite useful. As always, thank you, Harvey, for your wonderful input. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest AI videos.